Spoke with the managers here at the Collierville Express Martin. They tell me Billy R. Turner, well, he came in here every day and they never suspected him of being a killer. The woman who was robbed in front of this Kroger store Saturday says she hopes that the people they hired are committed to safety. Shelby County Fire spokesperson tells me thankfully the fire didn't spread to another area of this rural community. Tonight, firefighters are on standby waiting to see if any spot fires will pop up. Let me show you this arrest warrant we were able to obtain. You see right there, they were here in South Haven looking for a 5878 Surrey Lane for a Samuel Pierman. This right here is not 5878, it is in fact 5881. What we have right now, one man shot. He has since died. That's what police are telling us right now. And investigators aren't releasing any more information at this time, but I can tell you this, just in the last 10 minutes, a crime scene van pulled up here in the 400 block of Edith. Two of the women had their hands tied together with extension cords and t-shirts, just like you see right here. The suspects only getting away with some cash and 2 cell phones. In less than a month, there have been 3 incidents around Shelby County involving men with guns going around bumping the back of people's cars, and once those drivers got out of them, they would rob them. Thought is stemming from when the pastor of this church, Jason Mitchell's car was vandalized with racial slurs when he was in Collierville back in August. Tonight, fire investigators are still here at the church 8 hours after this fire happened. This young student only feeling safe enough to speak with me over the phone today because the suspect is still on the run from police, causing quite the scene in the Wolf Chase Galleria Mall, taking her away from there. Today we were able to get our hands on this surveillance video showing exactly when they arrived at that boy's house. Police are concentrating their efforts down the street here on Brooklyn Avenue here in Orange Mound. Now they have roped off this area. A Southwest Tennessee Community College student tells me she was followed into the restroom and washed in the stall by a man.
I did not feel comfortable. I am not okay with it.
The 20-year-old student tells me Wednesday she was at the school's campus on Macon Road when she left her English class to go to the restroom.
I don't know the person. She does not know me. It's not fair.
Police say surveillance video shows the male student following the woman into the restroom. Southwest Tennessee declined Fox 13 access to that video. However, police broke down the surveillance timeline to me by the second. At 5:01:44, the suspect is walking down the hallway by the restrooms in front of the victim. At 5:01:47, the victim enters the restroom. At 5:02:11, the suspect enters the women's restroom after loitering about the restroom doors. 5:02:47, the suspect exits the women's restroom. Did you see his face come over that stall?
Sadly, I did, and I wish I didn't.
The school releasing this statement to me. In part, it reads, "Sexual misconduct of any kind is not tolerated, and this matter is being fully investigated in accordance with Southwest policies." The victim says her hope is for the suspect to be caught before disrespecting or invading another woman's privacy.
No other girl has to deal with this.
Friday morning, former Blytheville police dispatcher Elsa Harvey and a current Blytheville police officer filed a complaint against the Blytheville Police Department at the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission office in Memphis.
Sexual misconduct policy, it does state that you are supposed to report it and an investigation is supposed to be followed immediately. Nothing ever was done.
Harvey says she became a target and later fired after she was questioned by the department's leadership about possible sexual misconduct involving 2 other officers. The former dispatcher says since being fired, she has been harassed by her former commander several times.
Now he's going around my house following me, which I have pictures as proof, you know, with his tag number and everything. He's still continuing to harass me.
Hi there, Chief Ross Thompson. This is Jeremy Pierre. We reached out to Chief Ross Thompson for a comment. We left a message for him to return our call. Harvey showed me her file from the department showing the investigation that was performed for her termination. The paperwork showed Harvey failed to perform her job as a dispatcher and spied on several officers, an accusation Harvey denies.
I get terminated. What did I do? All I did was answer some questions. I guess they didn't like that the questions I answered made these officers look suspicious and look guilty.
We have learned the 3 officers who are still employed with the department were filing discrimination complaints.
I came into work and I was told, oh, so the rumor around the PD is that you're using the race card because you're a Hispanic dispatcher. That's what was said to me.
Emails were also sent to the chief and the assistant police chief, Ricky Jefferson, today. Those emails have not been resent back to us with an answer. I'm reporting live tonight in Memphis. Jeremy Pierre, Fox 13 News. Mike Collins tells me it's not hard to believe suspects escape out of steel handcuffs after being arrested.
It happened to me. So it's always a possibility that a person can maneuver the handcuffs.
Friday, a child who was court-ordered by the Department of Child Services escaped after slipping off ankle shackles at the Memphis office. Saturday, this guy, Kevin Bell, after being arrested on drug charges, eased handcuffs off his wrist and ran from police on Appleville Street.
A possibility that someone could harm you if you don't handcuff them properly.
Police caught Bell 5 minutes later nearby. Collins tells Fox 13 there are universal procedures that are followed by law enforcement agencies across the country. Placing hands behind the back is one. How would one actually escape from these handcuffs? Because you have them on pretty tight.
Well, the thing about it is it's a possibility you can get out of it. It's a possibility you can get out of anything.
Memphis police tell Fox 13 there is a policy and procedure on how to restrain suspects. A spokesperson could not confirm if handcuffs were placed in front or behind Bell. Collins says police-issued cuffs usually come with an additional locking process. Is it often forgotten to lock these handcuffs? Do officers usually forget to lock these handcuffs?
That's always a possibility that a person can forget to do it.
Collins says no matter how tight handcuffs are, there will always be a few to get out.
Most females, their wrists are smaller, or a person that have a small wrist or hand can easily get out of a handcuff.